Good morning, my dear friends, and good morning, Mr. Nipuna. We have come here today to explain the strategy video presentation. So we have chosen two hotels, Kingsbury and Samudra. First of all, I would like to introduce my team: Hafsa, Kanishka, Jessica, and Abhishek. These are the presentation contents: industry introduction, industry of both organizations, resources, functional areas, pestles, awareness, types of strategy, conclusions, SWOT, recommendation, and references. First of all, I would like to brief about the tourism industry in Sri Lanka. First, the tourism was started in World War II, Second World War, and after Second World War, we had a backdrop. And in 1966, we started the Sri Lankan Tourism Board, and from there also we had some backdrop until 2009 because of the ethnic civil war that we had for 3 decades. I think this picture explains some things that you all understand. I'm going to explain about the industry. Sri Lankan hotel industry is the third largest revenue earner for Sri Lanka, and in the 2016 we almost 2 million tourists arrived. And it was like 2015, it was 1.8 million. And Sri Lankan government is planning to increase 8,000 rooms as of 2016. And these are the main hotels that are coming in the next few years, like Western, Hyatt, Marriott, Movenpick, Sheraton, and Shangri-La. And tourism development will continue until 2020 as planned by the previous government. This is the tourism strategy that was planned by the Sri Lankan previous government. It was supposed to increase tourist arrival from 650,000 to 2.5 million and attract 300 million FDI in 5 years and increase tourism related employment up to 500,000. We have chosen Kingsbury, Samudra. Both hotels are 100 years old and both are very similar. One company, Kingsbury, is by Hales. Samudra is owned by Tata Group. Tata Group was founded in 1868 by this person. His name is called Jamshedji Tata. He owns 100 companies, and recently they acquired Range Rover, Jaguar, Daimler also. This is brief about Hales. Hales is 135 years old company in Sri Lanka, mostly into manufacturing and agriculture. They are owning the Kingsbury, the Amaya, and Airport Garden hotels. Taj Hotels is a first. It was started in 1903 in Mumbai, and after that they have grown from 200 countries, from Dubai to Middle East to everywhere. And in Sri Lanka they have Vivanta by Taj and Taj Samudra, and Jijja Hotels is also coming. Now this is about Taj Samudra. Taj Samudra is an icon in the landscape of Colombo. The hotel is almost 3 decades old, and recently they did some renovations to upgrade the facilities and increase the rooms and make big the reception area also. This is the vision and mission of Taj Samudra Hotel. This is the global vision, the first one: embrace talent, harness expertise to leverage standards of excellence in the art of hospitality to grow our international presence, increase domestic dominance, and create value for all stakeholders. The second one they are practicing in Sri Lanka, that is called space and place. These are the strategies used by Taj Samudra. We have categorized into 2, management and operational level. This is the management level strategy. Taj has the luxurious rooms of 530 square feet and can be considered to be the largest rooms in Colombo, equipped with 4 fixture bathrooms and state-of-art facilities. And this happened recently after the upgrade of Taj Samudra Hotel. Taj hotels consider themselves to be ambassadors of the country they operate in. That Taj Samudra is targeting business travelers while catering tourist and travel groups. This is the operational level strategies. Taj Samudra have speed check-in, where you can go to the hotel and you can sit down and some person will come and check you in. And they have a 24-hour butler service, and they have stars for their employees. That's a recognition program. And end of the year, that employee satisfaction survey is also conducted. So through this management and operational level strategies, these are the revenue that Taj Samudra has gained. And this is the responsible business conducted by Taj Samudra. They are doing some CSR projects like distributing items for colleges and training given to Sri Lankan Army cadets. From here now, Hafsa will take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Shafraz. Moving on to about Kingsbury Hotel. Kingsbury Hotel, previously known as the Ceylon Intercontinental, was the first 5-star hotel to be built in Sri Lanka. Forever timeless as their vision, they aim to create the gift of memory to satisfy their customers. The governance being of enterprise allows Kingsbury to follow a holistic approach in their policies and practices. And they use the dimensions of performance and conformance for the goal of efficient execution of strategies. Looking into the strategies used by Kingsbury, if you take the management level, the Kingsbury management participates in several international trade fairs in major cities such as London, Paris and Berlin. So where they position themselves in global tourism. Operationally, they have strengthened their employees by coordinating with William Anglis, the Specialist Centre for Hospitality and Tourism located in Australia. So what has Kingsbury achieved through this? Well, they have, as a new entrant compared to all the other hotels in the Colombo, they have created a unique identity for themselves and has been selected as the preferred destination by for many international conferences and events. Talking about the responsible business conducted by Kingsbury, they pay special attention to sustainability through the staff aspect. An example would be the refurbishment of their basement so that their staff could experience world-class comfort. One of their CSR projects carried out by Kingsbury is the annual mobile medical clinic for the communities living within a 50-kilometer radius. Environmental impacts, reducing negative impacts on the environment, they have specially focused on their daily operations. For example, if you take a green water system for low flow, and then energy wise they have certain regulations to, specially induced regulations to reduce the waste on energy. And they have a green recycling program which they are currently implementing, and they are currently in the process of achieving this green global certificate, which would make them the first hotel in Sri Lanka to achieve this certificate. Awards and recognitions won by Kingsbury, these are some of them. And comparing Kingsbury versus Taj Samudra, I would like to start with the financial comparison, and I would like to invite Kanishka to carry on.
Thank you, sir. This is about the financial comparison of these two organizations. Let's see first what finance means properly. It is lifeblood of an organization that helps for the organization to move properly and to do the transaction in day-to-day things that they do. So mainly they prepare most important financial statements, especially income statement, balance sheet and cash flow statement. Let's see first how they have performed during the last year. This Kingsbury and Taj Samudra, they have gained 293 million profit, whereas Taj has gained 160 million loss. This is their comprehensive income statement for the Kingsbury Hotel. They have earned rupees 2 million something around income. They have spent this much of cost nearly 1,264,000,000. So at last they have come up to a profit of 293 million after tax. This is how they have performed using the earning per share. It's 1.20, and when compared to year 2015, it's kind of a good gain that they have gathered, and the increment of profit has gone up by 0.66% during last year. This is the income statement for Taj Samudra. They have gained a revenue of 2,664,000,000, and after cost of deducting all this, they have come to net of 116 million loss. Earning per share was a bit of reduction when compared to year 2015, minus 0.84. So they are a bit lucky. They have decreased their loss when compared to last year by 38%. So they emphasize for their loss because of they have gathered more borrowings from banking units for renovation, and there was a loss in exchange because of the depreciation in LKR to USD. This is the fixed asset and current asset comparison between these two organizations. Kingsbury, of course, they have fixed assets of 3,815,000,000 around. It's kind of a reduction compared to last year by the percentage of minus 1.18, and the current assets, of course, they have gone up in 1.56%. This Taj Samudra fixed and current assets, both of the fixed and currents, they have gone down by minus 3.81% and minus 2.93%. This is interest-bearing borrowings that they have gained from banking units during last year. Total borrowings of Kingsbury reduced by 14%, and whereas Taj has taken much borrowings from banking units to renovate their hotel and maintenance. That is by 0.640%. Here I call upon Hafsa to carry out this session.
Thank you, Kanishka. Looking into the functional areas of Kingsbury and Taj Samudra as a comparison, you could see Kingsbury has 207 rooms while Taj Samudra has 300 guest rooms. But quite a significant number of, you could see a difference, but yet it has not affected its overall position. If you look at the bigger picture, there has been no bigger impact on the both hotels. If you look at the restaurants and outlets, when you compare these two, one you could see is Kingsbury as a new entrant compared to Taj Samudra. They have diversified and expanded, while Taj Samudra has quite a limited number of restaurants and outlets. Doing a pest analysis to the Sri Lankan hotel industry, I would like, this would actually give a bird's eye view on the industry, especially currently as it's booming. A lot of, almost all the external environmental influences the industry. Looking at the government targeting 2.5 million tourists. In a country like Sri Lanka, the government initiating a positive influence on an industry allows almost all the other external environments to influence the industry positively as well. So government taking action for a stable political environment, and with other ministries among the governmental bodies taking action again to develop a particular industry, and the travel and hospitality industry being in this gives them a very positive impact, because this is being showcasted, and the global tourism wise we are recognized. So if you look at the economic environment, naturally, as I said, when the political environment is positive, it allows the tax benefits and exemptions allow for the leisure sector. It is a consequence, a positive consequence of the positive political environment, and we have the large infrastructure development which happened rapidly, and again a positive influence. Social factors, new job opportunities and increased living standard. The social life of Sri Lanka, it's been increasing rapidly through the past decade, and mainly a big influencing factor was the hospitality industry. And if I talk about the technological factors, with the foreign hotels being established in Sri Lanka, definitely they bring their own technology here. So which could, when they are part of Sri Lanka, it invites other hotels which currently in Sri Lanka also to come up with that technology, so which actually helps Sri Lanka to grow as a country technology wise. And the use of social media marketing reduces cost, and it's an upcoming trend and very well used by Kingsbury. The 7S framework, talking about the 7S framework, usually it is an internal organization analysis, but in our presentation one thing you could see is it could act as a summary of how the external environment influences these Taj Samudra and Kingsbury, and the strategies used by them directly as an application wise. So the soft and hard elements, we have directly taken the application process so that it would be easier to compare the two hotels. If you take Kingsbury, as I said, participation in international trade fairs and tourism and culinary art training for international standards and award-winning hotel elements, they have already been present and has been a very direct strategy. While for Taj Samudra, Inner Circle program and creating destinations, and they keep one of their main direct strategy is their brand name, which has been already existing throughout their hotels in India, which has created a greater name in South Asia, has been a direct strategy for them. And Taj Samudra has a holistic approach to events, while Kingsbury has it not only for their events but the policy making, which actually helps them to achieve long-term strategic goals more efficiently. Looking at the structure-wise, Kingsbury has a matrix structure, while Taj Samudra has a top-down and functional depending on the operational level. That way, they have created a unique hybrid structure suiting their own needs. Looking at the systems, Kingsbury has a centralized IT system and sustainability factor, as I mentioned previously. And for Taj Samudra, feedback with guests and these operations done by managerial and front-end employees, they are very focused on that after the refurbishment to continue their brand. Shared values, fair equity to all stakeholders and positive work environment has been a very important factor, because the staff aspect is how they paid sustainability, because they believe when employees at their best they could perform very well. Skills wise, Kingsbury again they focus on effective communication and relationship building if you look at it specifically, while Taj Samudra is all about networking and attention to detail. Likewise, in the style and staff category, you could see the learning culture, timeless and memorable focus for Kingsbury, and with the staff, it's about training and development. I'm emphasizing this because that is one of their key strengths. For Taj Samudra, it's about internal mobility and specialized employees. They believe in having specialized employees as a strategy because for higher efficiency of a role performance. If we look into recommendations of Kingsbury, what compared to Taj Samudra, what they could do is increase their online presence and engage in more CSR projects, have more marketing strategies, especially online marketing strategies, while international standards not only for their hospitality service but all operations, and more community involvement. For Taj Samudra, tapping into the European market, while they've been targeting the South Asian market, if they tap into the European market, it would be more recognized and their revenue has increased. So international culture and being environmental friendly are certain recommendations they could work on. Looking into the SWOT analysis, you could see Kingsbury and Taj Samudra share certain strengths, like being located in the business capital of Sri Lanka, having international standards and being a reputed brand. Weaknesses, when looking into weaknesses, while when you compare, it depends on the perception of the customer and how the business presents itself even in the same industry. So you could see Kingsbury's weakness such as less CR projects, no online booking system, while for Taj Samudra, they have been experiencing system failures. So opportunities, as mentioned previously, Sri Lankan tourism industry is booming. That opens a diverse spectrum of opportunities for Kingsbury and Taj Samudra, uniquely each. Threats, with the evolvement of the industry, like opportunities, the threats to increase, and again lots of competitor is a factor affecting both as a new entrant. So thank you for your time. We hope you had a pleasant presentation.